In Android development, we often need to load data from API, database, or user input, and update the UI when data changes. Earlier, we used live data, callbacks, or RxJava for this purpose, but now Google recommends Kotlin Flow for reactive programming. So in this video, we will understand what is Kotlin Flow, why we need it, and where we can use it in Android. This video is part of Kotlin Flow on Android complete series. What is Kotlin Flow? Kotlin Flow is a stream of data which is emitted over time and can be collected by a collector. So instead of returning one value, we will get multiple values one by one over time. So let's see an example. Let's say we are downloading a file and we want to know the downloading progress of the file. So the downloading progress can be 10%, 15, 20 or 30% and up to 100%. So this is not a single value. It's a stream of data, stream of values which can be produced over time. This is not a single value, this is a stream of values over time. How Flow works? Kotlin Flow has two major parts. First one, emitter, which emits the data, produces the data, and the collector, which consumes the data. Let's understand with this diagram. This diagram is from the Android official documentation. So here is the producer part which emits the values in the flow, and this is the consumer part which collects the data from the flow. So while data is going through this flow, we can also perform some intermediary operations on the data to map it to a certain format which is needed on the consumer side. Let's see a small code example in the main activity. Here we will create a function named as getNumbers, which will return a flow of integer. Press Alt Enter to import this coroutines.flow, and in that we will return a flow, and for that we will call this builder method which will provide the instance of the flow. So press Alt Enter to import it, and in that we will emit the three values 1, 2 and 3. So this is the producer part which emits the values in the flow. So now we need to collect these values. So here we will call this getNumbers method and call the collect method on it, and we will see this error. And this is because this collect function is a suspend function, so we can only call this from a coroutine scope or from a suspend function. So we will wrap this in a coroutine scope, lifecycle scope dot launch, and move this piece of code in this launch block. And in here we will log the values which are coming from the flow. So log D and press tab, and in here I will use the value for this value keyword for the value coming from the flow. So print that in the log and create a tag variable in the start of the class. So for that, press log D and press tab, remove the const from here and run the app. And in the logcat, select the device, and in here provide the main activity for filtering. Okay, so our app is up and running, and in the logs we are seeing these values 1, 2 and 3. In Android development, Kotlin Flow is normally used for API calls, database, data store, search input, location updates and more. So in this video we have learned that what is Kotlin Flow and where we can use it in Android. In the next video we will learn that why Kotlin Flow is better than live data and what problems Flow solves. This video is part of Kotlin Flow on Android complete series. Playlist link is in the description below. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.